Oh. That sounds terrifying. I've seen a rooster. They are scary. Well, I mean, I've seen a rooster. Humble brag. Happy weekend, everybody. I hope you all are having a good time. So I am finally back at my old familiar setup and rigs, so we can go back to Final Fantasy Renaissance. I am thinking we grind a little bit today, because I didn't get to grind before. And the reason being is, if you remember, the next task is the Castle Ordeal, where our characters will either grow into greater jobs or be turned to stone or die or do whatever we've been doing for most of the game. So, hopefully, we can get enough money and enough experience that we can go and buy the best armor money can buy. And the highest value EXP we can get. And then we tackle this ordeal and see if we can get the tail that the dragons are obsessed with. So, without further ado, I did do a little bit of grinding last night, which reminded me what I already knew. This game's hard. Let me know how the levels are. Like I said, I've been away from my setup for a while, but things should be roughly the way they were. We are set up with good potions for grinding. And I feel like the best grinding place right now would probably be the Ice Cave, because we've got all fiery stuff. How is everybody this weekend? Oh, good, and we start with people that can turn us to stone randomly. Love that. Love that for us. But I'm not afraid to use all my magic because I'm here to grind. Scroll this up a little bit. Right. First try. Oh yeah, I had turned down the music, so let me remix this as soon as I'm done here. Unicorn. Relieve stone without using soft. That's a lot of damage. Really love that fire sword in the ice cave, which makes sense. Alright, let's fix this weird mixing. Actually, I think it's in this menu. There, now things should be even. Let me know if that's worse, better, whatever. Ugh. That's a lot of things that like to turn us to stone. Ah, nice. Okay. Pre-mat! For 2! I guess I could confuse him. Good. Good. Great start. Yeah, I had the music turned down because while I was grinding, I wanted to hear the sound effects to know if somebody died. But I was also watching a show, so I didn't want the music, like, overriding the show. I am a statue. Let's fix that. Got stoned. And Rep goes here. Crystal goes here. Canary goes here. Maybe I should fight on a different floor for a while. Do it. Okay, good. I think once Cait Sith is fired, we're pretty safe, because the birds are just gonna, like, attack each other. That enemy is in, like, almost every Final Fantasy game, the Cockatrice. And they always are able to turn you to stone. I wonder if it's based on a mythical creature? So maybe we get one more level and we go looking for armor after that. So 8,600, pretty close. 11,000. 11,000. Okay, we get to level 19, then we go see about armor, then we think about maybe going to the next level, or to the next place. Monster strike first. Interesting. I've always liked in Final Fantasy how they borrow and remix a lot of like mythological creatures and such. Although some of them are like way off base. For example, like Shiva is always like an ice lady, and from what I understand, that does not even slightly represent what like mythological Shiva is. Oh. That sounds terrifying. I've seen a rooster. They are scary. Well, I mean, I've seen a rooster. Humble brag. Okay, here's what might be a challenge. These guys are pretty tough, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Yeah, we have chickens. We don't have roosters because they're not allowed. I think it's the noise and the aggression. Like, roosters very fiercely defend their flock, so to speak. So, yeah, they, I think they just don't want people to, like, basically get attacked by a rooster, which is possible. What's on this floor? Images! Or maybe it's by Apple, it's the iMage. Next year's model will be better. Those guys ain't worth much. Oh no. Oh no. I was... Oh no. Let's try stoning them. Let's just try all of the instant knockouts, because I think these guys are pretty strong. I didn't know they were just one level down. Oh good, I can confuse them. They'll buy me around. At least. That's amazing. Okay, well, when you're able to petrify things... Wow, that's a lot of gold. I better keep an eye on my magic charges, though, because if we ever run into those guys without magic charges, we might be in trouble. Rub! Ah, instant death. Okay. Lightning 3? Alright. Yeah, keep hitting me. Failed to run. Please run. Okay. Close call. 3 people are dead. Have a little respect. Oh, I should heal him. If I run, it gives them a chance to hit me. If I... Oh, no. Alright. Woo! If we save often, that's what I have just learned. Yeah. High marks, but I think we've learned a few things. Redbone? Like... Leon? Isn't that his name? Jazz singer? I'll hold on to his charges, just fight. Wow, I love the fire sword. The nice thing about Grep's spells is almost all of them are fire-based. So, or almost all the ones you learn at a low level are fire-based, which makes the ice cave a little bit easier. Okay, anytime we hit a milestone, when you gain a level Grep, we are going to go outside. Go back to Cornelia. Heal up. Put your R-bone in, you put your R-bone out, you put your R-bone in, and you cremate it. The thing is, we've cleared this dungeon, but oh my god, that's a lot of wizards. Yep, I think we're just gonna use this. Just kind of my ace in the hole with them. They fell into cracks! Oh, there's always one. Good thing they're also very susceptible to a flaming sword. Wraith. These guys aren't that interesting. I think they can paralyze, so they're more annoying than anything. No, I'm still gonna save his charges. Well, I don't need to save Goblin. Like that. I was really counting on Grep's cremate helping us out here, but... Now, it's not instant failure if everybody gets paralyzed, like it is with Stone, so... It's alright, they paralyzed you. They did that thing from Serenity where they jab their bony fingers into your back and twist them upward. Unluckily for them, they're still weak against cutting a bitch. As the rappers say. Do the rappers still say that? I'm woefully out of touch. So anyway... So on my other account, I've been playing Metaphor ReFantazio, and I have to say, it is amazing. And it's only in a year where we also had something like, what is it? Game of the Year. Clair Obscur, that Metaphor would sort of fall to the wayside because it came out too early. But it's kind of like everything you love about a Final Fantasy setting and everything I love about Persona mixed together. The battle system is really tight. The game is super stylish. It's just really cool. And it is not easy. It's very, very hard. But in a fair way. Unlike certain games I won't mention that I'm playing right now. You've got to be getting close to that level up again, right? Oh, very close. Okay. As soon as you level up, we'll go back to Cornelia. Redbone. Weak against the burning. Everybody did great. Congratulations on your level, Grep. Alright, we are gonna go save. Another nice thing about having the airship is if you need to save and you're on the overworld, there is zero reason not to fly back to the very first town where saving only costs 30G. Yeah. Like and subscribe. No, really, like and subscribe. I might regret this decision, but I think we can beat these guys without the insta-kill. The good news is we just saved, so the progress we'll lose is very little. I love it when they hit the fighter, because the fighter has such strong armor that it's just like, oh, that kind of hurt. Last night I was playing it, and it was like, critical hit, 0 damage. Okay, this one I might use the insta-kill. These guys can get out of hand kind of fast. It's like if you rolled a natural 20, but then somebody bumped the table and it tipped over to 1. Now, there is a summon in this cave, but it's way down at the bottom where the enemies get even stronger. So I think, before I subject myself to this cave again, I'd like to get better armor before I try that. I assume somewhere in the world that we can now fly to, there is armor that mages can wear. Oh, come on. That rooster dragon stared at me. Mom! Mom, the rooster dragon stared at me. Okay, perfect. So now I can do... I'm not going to do cremate right away. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, well, too late now. We'll take some hits, and then I'll do what I was planning. Guess I got too excited. Story of my life. Alright, now we will use Unicorn, and we don't have to use Assault, thanks to the new game mechanics. I think in the original version of the game, there was no way to cure stone in battle. Like, you had to be out of battle and then use the potion. Since the command was drink. Not going to waste any high-level spell charges if I think perhaps going to wipe the floor with these guys. Oh, they have more HP than I thought. Still not doing great, though. I know, it doesn't matter, but it drives me crazy that they're like out of the order I'm used to them being. I was talking to my brothers recently because I went home. Whoa, that's a screen full of creepy guys. And I was lamenting basically that I had lost my Nintendo Power collection, because I had a Nintendo Power collection that I'd been collecting since I had the magazine, and then I don't know if I threw it away or if like it just got stored away or what happened. But yeah, I was like, they were in near perfect condition. And my brother was like, why were they in near perfect condition? You had them since you were like a kid. And I was like, oh, because I have mental problems. I also didn't let people touch them. Now I have them on PDF, but I do miss, like, holding them. I think my subscription, even though I subscribed after it was out for maybe a year or so, I think my subscription even came with a free copy of the first issue, which I had in pristine condition too. Which, if you want to look them up, they're interesting. The Nintendo Power covers sometimes got licenses for the licensed characters in the games. Ugh, this might not go well. And sometimes didn't. And the very, very first one was super weird because it was Super Mario Bros. 2 themed, but claymation? It was strange. But the art was part of the charm. Why are you hitting yourselves? Why are you hitting yourselves? It does seem like cremate would be effective against a mummy. I think that was the last of his cremate spell charges, though, so that's kind of a bummer. Nope, we're cheating this one. I don't want to get hit a bunch of times. And she hit it first off. Excellent job, Crystal. Let's not lose progress. I just wanted to yell. The added sound effects in this game are weird because they're in stereo, where everything else is, like, ripped directly from the original game, so it's all monaural. So when he yells, and it's in stereo in your ears, it feels weird, especially if you're wearing headphones. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like... But I have this thing, if there's like something odd about sound, it actually feels kind of like it hurts my head a little bit. I used to hate if speakers were out of balance, like it would actually... I would start to get a ringing in the ear where it was like not as loud. I don't know if that's just me. I say used to, I still do. Ooh, chance to strike first. You guys are effed. Well, if somebody hits. my kids have these little media players called Yotos, and they're really cool. They're like cloud-based media players. So the cards that you buy for them are actually just QR codes in an NFC tag. But then it downloads and stores whatever you're playing in internal storage, so the next time if for some reason you don't have internet access, it can still play it. But they like to turn it all the way up, and it causes the speaker to kind of make that noise a little bit, and I can barely deal with it. And they don't understand why I'm having such a hard time, but I hate that noise. I think it's because when I was a kid, with my first stereo, like, I blew a speaker because I didn't know that, I didn't understand wattage versus ohms and speakers and all the things. Theoretically, they could. It's never happened. But yes, they could. Which is why, like, it's cheap. You can also make your own Yoto cards, which I think the only reason that hasn't had the kibosh on it yet is because people haven't caught on. Because I just made a few cards that were CDs that I knew Kieran liked, and I upload that to their cloud, and then attach it to an NFC on a blank card, and he can put it in and listen to that, and it cues that too. But yeah, there is. I do think there is a risk of, like, oh, it could all go away. With a kids thing, though, it's kind of worth the inconvenience of that. And especially since we don't buy content from them a lot, we don't typically buy the pre-done Yoto cards as much, unless they're gifts from other people. It's not as much of a stressor. How far are we from level 19? Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Oops. They can't paralyze all four of us on the first try, but they could paralyze 3 of us and then stun the other, and then paralyze it on the next turn. So I kind of threw everything I had at them. Or not paralyze, petrify. Well done, well done. Wizards. Ooh, she did a damage. I think we're gonna be okay. There's only one that's gonna survive, I think, this first round. What I think's really weird about this game is the wizard's primary thing is a physical hit that hits really, really hard, and I don't understand why they made that choice. Like, that's not how you wizard. It reminds me of this, there's a YouTuber I watch that, I think it's like, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's basically explaining franchises, but in a very funny way. And they were talking about Legend of Zelda, and it shows Ganondorf, and it says, Ganondorf is a wizard who, and then he like draws two swords, he goes, doesn't understand what wizards are. Man, the wizards are really out tonight, guys. This is my last Quake. Maybe we save after this one. Ooh, nice critical hit, Grub. Yeah. No swings and misses today. Alright. Playing it conservatively. Because this game required patience that games no longer require of us. Although, look at that gold total, man. Nice. So, when you play JRPGs, do you grind, or do you play through the story and hope the grind is built in? Slay Spire 2 has a lot of patience for mine. I get it with Slay the Spire, because I just beat the first one. Like, literally 2 days ago. And I was so excited, because I've been trying for years. And I've avoided playing Slay the Spire too much, because I was like, I want to beat the first one before I get to this. Oh, no, we can cremate these guys. A sentence I don't normally say. There we go. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I play games to kind of escape reality a little bit, you know, escape your ennui. And I don't want to feel underpowered. It's part of the reason, like, I really liked the Spider-Man game that recently came out, except there are all of these levels that it just forces you to play, where you're playing as Mary Jane doing stealth with, like, instant failure if you're caught, because you're just a lady, you know, without any superpowers. And those were so annoying. Like, every time I played them, I was like, okay, I came here to be Spider-Man! Yeah, well, and I like a stealth mission if the stealth makes you feel powerful. Like, if you could stealth and, like, actually hurt things, that's fun. I loved... That's how I played through a lot of, God, what was it? Horizon Zero Dawn. Because since most of it is bow combat, I would do stealthy stuff. And because she was so powerful and could actually, like, inflict damage, it was fun to do it that way. Yeah. I think anything where a game is like, our bread and butter is this, but we're gonna throw this in because we can, it's usually not done well. One of the weirdest cases of that was Final Fantasy 15. Because Final Fantasy 15 is a open-world action JRPG. And, for the most part, it's fine. You traverse the world, you have a jump that's, like, very like a human jump. It's just kind of like a, But then there's one dungeon that has a ridiculously powerful artifact. It's luckily not required, but in order to do it, you have to do a series of ridiculously difficult platforming that the game is not designed to do. So it's artificially difficult because platforming is not what the game does well. And that was dumb, and I never finished that. Alright, we've got 1 out of 4 people up to 19. Oh, I was supposed to save before I... Oh, right, heading for the stairs after this. That's probably gonna do it. Interesting. I have Thief, but I don't think I've ever tried it. Or given it any more than like a short boot up. A really underrated game series that's PlayStation exclusive and kind of kiddie is the Sly Cooper games. And Sly Cooper is a fox thief, but everything is about stealth, because he's not extremely strong, but you pickpocket enemies, and you, like, sneak around the levels, and it had so much charm. It was just a really, really great series, and I feel like Sly Cooper, if they had done a better job of marketing him, could have been, like, a household mascot, because he was just that fun. Why are you hitting yourselves? Well, they straight up killed that guy. Let's go save! Because I like progress and I like not losing it. I still haven't figured out why my Black Mage can't learn the warp spell, even though she's way over leveled for it. Since we just saved, we could try the second level of this and see if we get TPK'd right away. Fall into the crack, you break your mama's back. That's how that goes, right? Ah, man. I hate when you're like one square away from something. Don't paralyze? Okay, good. It's funny because like the party died trying to get to the stairs. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, well we got images and wraiths. Cremate. Fur2. And Confuse to try and keep them from paralyzing all of us. May not get a chance. When I played this game as a kid, after I'd played all of these, like, kind of twitchy action games, what I loved about this is it felt like I was programming the characters to do what I wanted them to do. At the time, I was learning basic programming. Not as in, like, simple, low-level programming, but basic, the language. And then I actually wrote a, like, tiny text-based JRPG in BASIC, inspired by this. I think I called it Climax Conflict because I was not very original. Grab your thesaurus, we're naming a game! Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Can they... okay. One foe... I don't think they can be turned to stone. I have a Quake left, and let's try and confuse them. Okay, good. You got the confuse off. Hopefully this works. Good. Don't rub me, bro. Don't take that out of context. Oh, I was hoping that would kill more of them than it did. Alright, that knockout works. Wow, that's a lot of experience, though. It's worth it if we get out. Run! Okay. Pull all the tricks. Okay, I think we're good then. we've got to save. We've only got one character left that needs to get up. How much does Screp need? Not much, so... I would, but we all face the peril together. And if we all die together, then we all have to do it all over again. Well, that didn't take long. All right. Redbone! Cremate him! Yeah, I don't know, like... Because also in all of these games, the props are like... At least in the first... 5s? The propellers are like weirdly... randomly spaced across the thing. Like, they were put up there by trial and error or something. And in Final Fantasy VI, it actually was, I think both of them are dirigible style. Oh good, and they strike first? Why not? Of course. Stop it! Ow! If you guys keep hitting me, I'm gonna be very cross. Yay, level up! Alright. Let's go save. Let's go see about if we can find places that sell armor for mages. I don't know. I mean, helicopters... I don't know how efficient they are, but they're a pretty common design. Alright, where could we go that might have... let's look for cities in the north side, because we've not been up there yet, so they're probably... They probably have exotic materials. That's a big desert. Big tower. How do I get there? Now this was the trick with the airship. Was you can never quite find a landing spot very close. Now if I wanted to go there, I have to park where? How the heck do I get here? There has to be a way, right? So I don't think I can land in marshes. I cannot. Is it this? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be a little weird about this. I'm gonna use a tent to save. Because I feel like walking to this town, we might get wrecked. By a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know what? I'm not gonna take any, let's try Death. Quake seems like good for that, and let's try and confuse him. Wrecked by Rex. Okay. Instant Death didn't work. Quake did, though. Love Quake. I think I made a mistake. No, you can go over here. Okay. Ice Wolves, or Frost Wolves. For real wolves. They're sorry, Miss Jackson. Well, that was nippy. More Frost Wolves. They hit medium. I don't know if they have any special abilities or not. Other than the special ability of dying from being on fire. I know. I also like annoying the younger generation by using slang that is just very slightly out of date, that I know is very slightly out of date, so that they have to roll their eyes. Where? Whoa. Where are we? Lupa? Alright. Lupa! Okay. Lupa! Let me guess. Lupa? Yeah, Lupa. Ooh, do we dare? Okay, hold on. Get out of here, Lupa. We did save, but I'm gonna save, like, right here. No, I'm not. I forgot, if we die in that realm, it just kicks us out with the HP where we were. So I'm not going to bother with that. It's the one forgiving thing about those. Oops. I already don't like it here. Can I do that? I don't know. No! God, I hate that spell. Can they turn to stone? No. Alright. So stone doesn't work. Can I glare you to death? Yeah, swords work too. Just want to make sure. Yeah, he's over here. I knew it would be. Light warrior. Okay. Good. Fighter. Okay, so the other one was called a mage. This is called a fighter. Okay. Well, yeah. Will fighters turn to stone? Ain't gonna waste time, though. Because I know Quake isn't gonna work on the summon entity. It's over here. Ghost. Spooky. Wow, ghosts have a lot of hit points. I care not for the prophecies of man. Prophecies have failed before. My only concern is for the protection of the last remnants of the Lephanian people. I'm gonna go to the fountain now. I forget, did glare work on these? Nice! Okay, critical hit. Okay, glare does, so. Oops. No! Okay, good. RNG was kind to us this time. I think it's both, because there are areas where if you move over tiles for a period of time, you just get random battles, but then there are also there are chest protectors. Are you strong enough to prevent calamity from befalling my people this time? We shall see. I will accept. Oh, it's Fenrir. Well, now I wish we still had a Quake. Okay. He can't do a lot right now because everything has an image, which means he's gonna miss. We don't have a Quake. Damn it. Alright. Let's try our ice damage. Exfer. Ineffective. Ineffective. I don't know what Exfer does. Don't? Okay. Lightning 3 is probably pretty strong. and we're back. I think we could win that. I think we can. Because if I had a quake and most of that stuff fell into it and we just had to deal with Fenrir, I think we'd be alright. So I'm going to try doing more running. Oh, can't run. Can't run is no good. Okay. I might have just learned something. Alright, so it's not going great. I know now that you shouldn't try and run. Because there's two messages. There's failed to run, which is, yeah, you just lost your roll. And then there is can't run, which is, this is an enemy that's going to hang around and there's nothing you can do about it. Shots! 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 I care not for the prophecies of men, blah blah blah. Frost wolves? Oh, interesting. Frost hits everybody. Oh, nice! Grep learned that ability. That's cool. Alright, we know not to run from the ghosts now. They hit awfully hard for things that are incorporeal. Shots! 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 Okay. Yeah. I just want to protect my people. Let's say Lupa. Wonder if walking slower is less apt to run into things? Deep Space Nine taught me that with a really sad O'Brien episode. Okay. Hopefully things will be different this time. Yeah, pretty much any episode that featured O'Brien was like kicking a puppy. Please no? Okay, good. Alright. Let's glare at you. Let's quake as many of you as I can. What? I thought that worked on him. Okay, well, I think we just lost our ace in the hole, so this isn't gonna go well. I still believe we can do this. I believe in us. All right, I'm going to try just walking and seeing if that reduces the RNG. Frost wolves I'm not worried about. It'd be funny if he was like, weren't you just here? Real slow, go real carefully. I don't know if it makes a difference. Just one fighter. One damage, good job. One damage, good job to you. 58. 88. They are tough. Ah, she doubled her output. I want to check something just in case we die. So 5306 is what he requires for level up. If we die and go back, I wonder if that rolls back. Ooh, chance to strike first. Hooray! Yeah, I know, you don't care if it's not for the Lupa people. Lupa Lupa. Lupa Lupa doopity-doo. This is a strange little town for you. Zambul! Don't like that. Don't like it one bit. Please be effective. It's effective, but man, they must have a lot of HP. Okay. They can be killed. Very, very slowly. Ow. Okay. I probably should have used potions, so let's wait for a second. Yeah. Some bullshit. Alright, here we go. We got lots of shadow images. No? Okay. Alright, I think we tried maybe Squint. was the one that works on these guys. Either way, if we can get one quake off, I think the tide will turn here. It's like ineffective, like, oh yeah, because he's down. Please? Okay. Alright. Ineffective. Fell. Ineffective. There's always one. Fell. 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 Ineffective. Okay. We're still better off than we were. Oof. And asleep? Well, that's just... okay. Let's do some water damage, I guess? You guys like lightning? Water damage. Alright. It's just us and Fenrir now. Wow. Alright, swirl. Oh, I'm out of lightning. Okay. Ice. Unicorn's not going to heal us enough that it matters. Icy. Watery. Man, Fenrir is tough. No way that'll work, but... let's put Golem back up. Ooh, alright. Ineffective. I should have... Yeah. We're out of swirls, so Bleeza. And ice, I guess. Jeez, he's got a lot of critical hits. Okay, so ice doesn't seem to be that interesting for him. Let's see, fire. Oh, she's just barely still there. Lightning? Not gonna matter. I think we can do it, though. I really do. Ugh. Let's go... Let's continue our search for more, armor and stuff. Oh, wait, I should save, because didn't we... the Frost Wolves were in a different one, but that's okay. Those are giants. I think we can turn them to stone. As long as they keep hitting ennui, we should be in good shape. Okay. Okay, we're just fighting all of the dinosaurs now? Mm-mm. Turn them to stone. If this is programmed well, I would think that the Wyvern wouldn't work against... or Quake wouldn't work against the Wyvern because it flies. But we'll see. .33 damage against the guy who's very armored. Now it's a Wyvern statue. And that one fell into the Librea tar pits. What, too soon? Alright. So let's go back to Cornelia, heal and save, and see if there's another town that's less weird. Okay, there's the sand tower. I think that's Castle Ordeals, which is where we're actually going to be going next. Because there are all the weird islands. There's another town that's hard to reach. Let me see where it is on the map. That way, if we need to come back, we can do it without... I think it's on this, like... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Hydras and gators. Oh, my. Naucho! Alright. Nachos. It is close to lunchtime. Ice? Let's try confusing it. Oh, it worked! Okay, I was not expecting that to work. Alright, what weird town are you? My legs are so beautiful, it's nice to have legs. That's a weird thing to say, right? Like, I'm not crazy on that. Right. You enjoy your legs, I guess. Lady? Totally not an alien? My brother, Dr. Une, has studied Life-in-ish, the language of the Sky Warriors. If he had the slab, he could teach it. So we need a... Oh, we have the slab, I think. Fables say that when the shrine shrank, many treasures were lost. Also, they tell of a cryptic stone plate. I bet this is expensive, but it's not as bad as I was afraid. Hey, what's your deal? You're just like a random dragon? I saw Bahamut, but to be honored as a true warrior, I must return with proof of my courage. Are there any summons in this town? I did not learn my lesson last time. Hey, what's up with you? I made a submarine to save the mermaids, but to go deep enough, it will require Oxail. Oxail. My name is Cope. I saw it north, near the waterfall. Believe me, I think it was a robot. Y'all are loony. Until 200 years ago, the power of water brought us good fortune. This is a real strange place you guys got here. What do you got for spells? Ooh, sorry to hear. I was in town on them not too long ago, so I know that, yeah, it's pretty messed up. It increases caster's weapon damage by 16 points, but only the caster. I like Rickville better. You have legs! Okay, guys. It's what they all say. They're all very excited about their and other people's legs. Underhill, the caravan master, has something very strange. Are they legs? Avast, ye landlubbers, stay out of me way. Okay. Cope says he saw a shining object fall. This town used to be prosperous 200 years ago. Sick burn, man. Have you found Oxail? Until 200 years ago, the mermaids lived in the shrine. Then, in fire and smoke, it sank. The mermaids? That's a weird way to end that. The mermaids? Question mark. Oops. Pretty much. She's got legs. She somewhat knows how to use them. Right. Is there no armor in this town? This makes me sad. I was so excited to get here, I thought, oh, this is definitely going to have something we could use. Do any of these say something interesting? That's a tomb. That also is a tomb. Is that a tomb? Tomb! That's a tomb. Hey, that one's a tomb. Actually, no, I don't remember that. Unless you're talking about in-game. Well, this town was a bust. Unless we find Oxail. It said something was to the north? Yeah. That's a monster. That's another monster. They can't be hit. This sucks. I believe this guy hits really hard. That's a wizard ogre. Alright, let's see how many of you I can make into statues before we go. Zombol was definitely the best. It makes me wonder if that was the original name or not. It's Kate Sith! Or however you pronounce it in Gaelic. Swimmy, swimmy. Where the heck did we park? Does it show me on the map? I don't think it does. It does not. I think it was north of here. And Kylodon, I assume. Crazy. Alright. Glare at him, Grep. Oh my gosh. He hit me for 74 and I have like the strongest armor, so that's not good. Oh, never mind. You can just kind of glare at it and it falls over. I don't know what that is. Alright, we're 0 for 2 on towns that have anything interesting. Oh, well. I don't want to be attacked by an autoimmune disease. Let's do our normal thing and go back to Cornelia. Have we been to this town? What is this? It'd be about the right height. I think we've been to whatever this is. Oh yeah, this is the town that sucks. And I think that we already have all the best stuff from here. Is there an armor? Yeah, okay, there's an armor. Let's look at that. Ooh. Problem is, it doesn't tell me what's better. So we've got silver bracelets that absorb 15, but lower evasion. Okay. You're currently wearing copper bracelets that absorb 4. Okay. Okay. So silver would be an upgrade. Crystal. Sell your copper. Buy a silver. Give it to Crystal. Canary. Sell your copper. Buy a silver. Give it to Canary. Equip that shit. Not making that mistake again. Alright, this town was not interesting, but we at least got something. I'm lost. Where am I? Ah, okay. right by Cornelia. Our quest for better armor continues. Maybe. Maybe I should just do the castle ordeals. Just say F it. Can't hear myself think over these props. Oh, weird little hidden town. This town is Gaia. Okay, thank you. Have you been to the city south of here? I just cannot understand a word spoken there. Yeah, I have been there. Have you been to the town where everybody's obsessed with legs? Good talking with you. Yeah. Unbelievable, you were outsiders, right? How'd you get this far north? Flying machine. Do you have great power? Maybe? What's that broom up to? It's talking backwards. Do you ask me for this? No, okay. Armor shop, yay! Gold ring. That's really good. It's also really expendy. Resist death. Oh. I think that would be good against Rub. I still don't know why it's called Rub. Alright. Hold on to that protect ring. So that would, I think, have to replace my silver ring. Absorbs 6 versus the pro ring absorbs 8. There's no reason not to trade that. Okay. Okay, now he can't be rubbed, I think. I don't want to try. I think I agree with that. Let's get rid of these. And then we'll buy a pro ring for Crystal. Okay. And so we could sell her gloves. Because those aren't useful anymore. Oops. If my controller doesn't act funky. Can't carry anymore. What else do you have? Armor for Canary. He has the silver ring, so he should sell the silver ring and take the protect ring. Inventory management is the most interesting part of games, right? Armor! Basic-ass gloves. We should sell those so that we don't think that we're trying to keep them. Yeah, they are pretty basic ass. Alright, what's in your sword store? Cat claw that nobody can use. Must be for a different class. Item store? Anything exciting? Okay, can't buy any more of those. An ad break is coming up, and I might take a quick bathroom break for it. Is there anything interesting in here? This is a weird pathway to go to nothing. But it does. Any interesting black magic? Ice 3? Yeah, I want it. Do any of you have things to fight? Everyone thinks the tower in Yanikurm Desert is a mirage. I wonder. Legends say the Sky Warriors flew about here and there from a castle high in the sky. Hence the name. I was hoping at least one of you would have something cool to fight. Oh wait, what'd you say? I saw a man in gray robes wandering around the town south of here. I think he may be one of the fabled dragon sages. Oh wait, I can save, right? This town has an inn. Now that we have a protection from instant death, which I hope is what Rub is considered, I think we should head to the ethereal plane and try Fenrir again. I think we can maybe get him this time. We were so close last time. Maybe. I don't know how much hit points he has. But, at any rate, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I will see you guys afterwards. Alright, we are back. Take a Love sounds like one of those cheating website things. I also, whenever I see it, I think of, what is that song by Soft Cell? Something Love, I don't remember. So now we can go to Lifen, which is down here. But to get there, we have to land on the smallest patch of grass ever. Dinosaur! Turn it to stone! As I was getting another Diet Coke, I was thinking of the, Zombuls and Trolls. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I was thinking of the Futurama where Bryce says, "Alright, it's Friday night, I've got no date, a 2-liter bottle of Shasta, and my All-Rush mixtape. Let's do this." This is some bullshit. That was Grep's joke, technically. Always cite the sources, guys. Ineffective? I thought that worked last time. I guess not. Yeah, they definitely are in some kind of distress. Maybe they were like, oh my god, I'm a troll! No one told me! Giants. I think they can turn to giant statues. Hashtag triggered, am I right? Ow. Ow. Go, team, go! Oh, we gained a level. Or I gained a level. Guys, get on my level. I'm going to use a house right here, because it will recover all of our spell charges and save. Now that almost everybody can't be insta-killed. Sorry, Grub. I didn't buy one for you. I probably will eventually, but... Here we go. Light Warrior! Don't run from the ghosts. I remember. Man, they hit hard. Paralyzed. Son of a... Well, we'll call this the practice run, I guess. Jesus. Okay. I should have confused them first. This guy's a fighter. I'm gonna glare at him. Ineffective? It's like the only reason slow exists is for fighting enemies. I care not for the prophecies of man. Prophecies have failed before. My only concern is for the protection of the last remnants of the Lefainen people. They seem Lefainen. What are you worried about? right. I think they're the ones that can do rub. So... Does glare work on them? I can't. I know Quake does, but I don't want to use any of my Quakes yet. Oh, glare does work. I think not. I have a silver ring, thank you very much. Crystal leveled up! She's level 20. If we get booted out of the astral plane, we'll have to check to see if she's still level 20, or if it rolls back time. Oh wait, no, I made this mistake last time. No. I was just taking a minute, Fenrir. Alright, they have a bunch of shadow images, which means physical effects, or physical attacks are going to miss 2 times. Let's do Swirl. And Quake should get rid of a lot of things. That will miss. Oof. Ineffective. Oh man, come on. Bad news for them, I have more than one. So we'll do Swirl again. Terminated! Terminated, okay. I kind of wish I hadn't used Quake then. Okay. I'm gonna hold back on Swirl. Squirrel? Squirrel! Can I poison him? And then I'm gonna use your skill. Oof. Ineffective. Of course. Why not? Swirl. Lit 3. That's going to be absorbed. Wow. Alright, Blizza. And then use the best I got. Sword by Shadow. The good news there is if I keep taking down the shadows, he'll keep putting the shadows back up and choosing not to hit us. I think it was Ice 2 that was pretty effective. Medium effective. Ow. God, how many hit points do you have? So... Lightning too? Let's see how lightning is. Oof. Damage. Come on! Hey! Nope, not yet. Howling Moon. Okay, okay. So now we know he's gonna probably hit somebody. Whoops. Toss a potion at you. Damn, we're out of blizzards. Alright, fire damage. Lightning damage. Haha! Wow, that's a lot of gold. And a lot of experience. Years. Perhaps it is finally time for this nightmare to be over. Obtain summon spell Fenrir. I practice hard, yo. Am I still dead? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta go heal that guy. And no one here speaks common, so let's get the heck out of Dodge. Wood! Wood! Run back to the ship! Stay in the forest. I think those marsh things are a little bit harsher. Oh, nope, there's zombies out here too. Work? It does. Having insta-kill spells is kind of crazy. That's way too many giants. Do not like. Ow. The stonework, I don't remember. Oh, giant statues, yay! And then they fell into cracks. Let's go to Cornelia and heal. Yeah, no kidding. What town is this? Where the hell am I? Where are my pants? That was dumb. I should have revived him first. We're just gonna leave him face down on the floor while we go rest. Is that okay? You alright with that? It only costs 40? I didn't realize that was cheaper. I thought that was always the same amount. Now we'll save again, because why not waste the money? Whoops. Let's try the ordeal. Where is it? Slightly northwest. Am I driving over it? Nope, not good. Okay. So I need to get to that castle, which I get to by being over here. Alright. Monster strike first. Catman! We need summons. We need everything. We need every edge we can get. Saber-T and Catman. You guys would make lovely looking statues, I think. Later, skater. Dayman. Ah. Wyverns. Okay. Think they can be statues too. One of them can. Ow! Oh, it's only one. Okay, never mind. I panicked. I panicked! I panicked and I'm embarrassed. Am I going the right way? Is it through the desert, or... No, it's this way. Better save those. Yeah, why are you hitting yourself? Terminated! Okay. Oh no, which way is it? I wish I could zoom. Looks like either will work. I look forward to being wrong about that. Okay, okay. Spread your hits out, guys. Woo! Okay. Buff! 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 Dang it, the map lied to me. Okay. This way. That's a Saria. Yep. That's what that is. Saria. Does it burn? A little bit. Will it blend? I'm sorry you got in a fight with me. Okay, I can cross the river. Aha! Okay. Of course. Why not fight a Hydra right here? Goblin Punch! And now, we use... Ooh, I only have one house, but I'm using it. Just looking real quick at what we can expect here. Zombie dragons, wizard mummies, mancat, and Medusa. Yeah. So we have to get to the bottom to get the tail, because for some reason, that proves that we're worthy. Here we go! Hi. Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. Do I have the crown? Is that why he said that? Oh, the stolen crown. Okay. Oh, take it to the throne. Oh, no. Bottom one, I think? If I'm reading this right. Right, now do I go... And now we fight red gargoyles. Okay. Blizzard... Lightning... Infuse. Alright, I was more worried about these than I needed to be. Did I do that thing where I'm severely overleveled because I went to a bunch of places that weren't related to where I was supposed to be? I hope you like this song, because it's going to start over and over and over again. Nope, that was not correct. So let's try down. Man-cat! Wait, was the other one Catman, and this is Man-cat? Man-Bear-Pig? Man-cat hit me with fire too. That's pretty strong, actually. And lightning too does jack. Ow. Okay. Yeah, as long as you guys aren't doing AoE. Never mind. I underestimated these man-cats. While they're confused, I'm just going to test whether running works. With you. Failed to run, so you can run from it. And he hit himself and he died. Level up! Yay! Wait! Man-cats hit pretty hard. Dang it. Okay. Pillar goes to here. Last time we went down. Let's go up. That's not it. Okay, so down was correct last time. Zomble! I don't have time for this Zomble. Woo! Okay. So last time we did this, we went here. That brought us here. So I think we want this one, because we did the far one first time. Okay, where the hell am I? Right, this looks promising. It's that. Something I gotta fight something big for. A Mudgall! I don't think turning it to stone is probably going to work on this guy. Try a glare. Fast on you, and let's use a golem of our own to protect ourselves. Mudgolem is not covered in this Nintendo Power, which makes me think that maybe it's new. Yeah, never mind. I love insta-kill spells. I found the Zeus Gauntlet. But weren't we looking for a tail? Okay, hold on a minute here. Okay, I see where to go. Not that one. Mummies and Wizard Mummy. Alright, Wizard Mummy is no longer a threat. Fairly certain it's this one. This map kind of sucks. Okay. Bottom. Only one possible. Bottom again. Zomble. Maybe you just, like, shouldn't put the thing you're weak against in the dungeon. Wait, I got the Zeus Gauntlet, and I didn't even bother looking at it or seeing how strong it is. I think I will call him Dark Nut. What? Okay, bottom. Only one possible. Near one. Ugh. Red gargoyles. Guess I could use a unicorn to, like, heal us up. I hate that they can do that. Stop it. Alright, well. Stop, I said. You can't be serious. This is why we saved. Zeus Gauntlet protects against fire too. Can we run? Hold. I don't know if it's... Well, we can see what happens. We'll learn. This will be the reconnaissance mission if we don't succeed. Okay, if this isn't the right pillar, then the map is just really messed up. It's not. The map is really messed up. Normally I'd be fine with this, but not right now. Can't run? Okay. Okay, you're all turning into Zom bullshit statues. effective. I've seen that work before, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe it was glare. Yeah, it was glare. Okay. Near. And then this one? Okay. To the top. And certain doom, probably. Medusa. Now it's not the time to see if we can run. I stared into the Medusa, and the Medusa stared back. There's definitely going to be something protecting that. But... oh, it might be protecting the door. It's a nightmare. That's an interesting thing. So, speaking off the cuff, I don't know if this is, like, you can fact check me on this, but I think the term nightmare comes from the fact that mares were considered unlucky in an older society. And when people would have a night terror or a night paralysis, where you kind of feel like something's getting closer and closer, they believed it was a female horse, hence the term nightmare. I might be making that up, but I feel like that's what I was taught at some point by somebody. Jeez. Cannot make nightmare statues. Okay. And squint at you, maybe? Nope, ineffective. I guess we're just gonna have to kill you then. Grep gotta level up. That'll be great if we get out of here. Oh. Interesting. Thanks for the fact checking, Grep. The heal staff. That's a good one. Apparently you always hit a nightmare right in that square. So now we know. He's snorting us to darkness. What? I don't think blind hangs around. Let's carry the bodies of our friends. Ooh, chance to strike first on these guys. Which I think we can one-shot them. Well, two-shot them. Woo! Iron thing, ice sword. Can't carry the gold. Okay. Armor. Let's see. What's the Zeus Gauntlet? It can resist lightning, but no one can use it. That sucks. It's probably worth a lot to sell. Okay, we should drop the Iron Gauntlet. To pick up this gold thingy. This is silly, but we're going to leave the protect ring on right now. Okay. House. Okay. Just don't need the last one, because the last one is empty. Oh, God. Liza? Please be effective. Not really. These things suck. Okay, Blizzard was not that effective. I don't... Ah, swirl. Stop it with the fire, too! Woo! We found the tail! I actually was not thinking we would get out of here. Zombie dragon. Zombie dragon. Why did I have to say anything? Let's see real quick. Quake, ice, rub, bane, break, stun, sleep. Okay. Running a little low. They're strong against fire. It's not a good place to be. Oof. Darkness. Negative. Just fight, guys. Hope this guy doesn't get a crit or something. Yay! I got a crit. We can get out! Maybe. The guy's gone. Oh my god. Alright. I'm not going to use the house, because... Why recover spell charges when all of our casters... when 2/3 of our casters are dead? We just need to survive the walk back to an airship. Can we run from cats? Yes. One second. I think my thing is running out of power. 1 minute. How about now? Can you guys hear each other? Yay! Poison? That's just annoying. Oh my god. Alright. Cremate, I guess. Or cremate. Yeah, because why not poison? I just want to get to my airship. I keep hearing something that sounds like hammering. I hope it's my wife and not my kids. Can I run from these guys? I think I can. I can, but didn't. Alright, fine. Can I run from you? Yes. Airship! Yay! Okay. Almost straight south. Not gonna make the same mistake again, so we're gonna revive everybody. Make sure we have potions aplenty. I'm really glad they didn't, and that's something that I think stuck around through most of the games except one very plot-driven example, I think, in Final Fantasy VI. All right. Let's go grow up! East to the next landmass, then north. In here. Have you met Bahamut, the Dragon King? He honors those with courage. Courage, courage, courage. Oh, I guess you can't go anywhere with this one. Alright. Can I land here? Monsters strike first. Hey, look, we're trying to prove our courage here. I might run away. Critical hit and poison. Nice. Because why not? Ineffective. Can't glare at Inocho. Goblin punch! Alright. Wait, what? Who'd I miss? Did I cure the wrong person? Oops. No, I used the heal potion. That's fine. Okay. If you are brave enough, try meeting the king of dragons, Bahamut. He likes courage. Did you hear? Okay, so this is not where he is. Is this where he is? Ooh, this looks promising. Long hallway. Yay! I think this is it! Longer hallway. Bahamut verifies the true courage of all. This is Bahamut's room. The tale of the rat proves your courage. I shall give you the honor due true warriors. Whoa, now we are... let's see. So, I'm a paladin, which I think is a new class. I think it used to evolve into knight. Rep is now a blue wizard instead of a blue mage. Crystal is now a black wizard instead of a black mage. And now Canary is a summoner instead of an evoker. And I think we're all stronger. In later games, I think it is. It's kind of considered like when you get the airship, that's supposed to be a boon telling you, you know, you've kind of made it far enough in the game that we want you to explore. Now we go to Cornelia and save. I didn't look at the map. I don't know where we are. Huzzah! We've made super progress today. Look at us all grown up and shit. I wonder if it also changes what we're capable of holding. So, Ice Armor is still only me. Protect Ring is everybody. Zeus is still only me. Gold Ring is everybody. Doesn't seem to. Okay. Well, anyway. That is exciting. And I think it's also a great place to stop. Because we've been at this now for 2.5, 2 3/4 hours. So, woo! I might grind a little more, but I promise I won't do any story stuff until the next time I do this on stream. But thank you guys for joining me on this, and thanks for helping me out with different strategies and stuff. This is still a fun game, even though it's old and sometimes very unforgiving. And I highly recommend it. Final Fantasy Renaissance. You can Google it. Just don't tell Squaresoft it exists. At any rate, I don't have any creator bumps today, I don't think. I'll look real quick to see if there's somebody I know to raid, but I'm probably not in the mood to just raid a stranger today. So, only if I know someone. Via Final Fantasy is playing Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts is pretty awesome, and Via Final Fantasy is pretty awesome, so I think I'll raid her. But at any rate, if you can hang around for her, that'd be really cool. If not, I also understand, but I'll just say to everybody watching, sorry, I just got an echo. Follow your bliss, it's fleeting, and I hope everybody has a good week.